This is the Southside School of Financial Freedom Market Report and Small Account Update for the week ending December 21st, 2024. The market finished lower this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average increased 1.18% on Friday, but was down minus 2.25% for the week. The S&P 500 increased 1.09% on Friday, but was down minus 1.99% for the week. The Nasdaq increased 1.03% on Friday, but was down minus 1.78% for the week. Looking at the week, we can see that there were 6 up finishes versus 9 down finishes for the major indexes. On Monday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average finished down, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq finished up. On Tuesday and Wednesday, all the major indexes finished down. On Thursday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average finished up, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq finished down. And on Friday, all the major indexes finished up. How did you do? My small account finished minus 5.35% lower, but generated cash flow of 2.29%. Even when the market falls and or my account doesn't do well, I still get income or cash flow by selling covered calls and naked puts. This method does not only guarantee cash flow or income, it can also beat the S&P 500. I created a watch list I use to determine which options of stocks that I may want to sell. Looking at my watch list from the week, the strongest performer on the list was IonQ Incorporated, ticker symbol IONQ, in the second column. It was up 17.64% on Friday and increased 31.3% for the week. IonQ Incorporated develops general-purpose quantum computing systems. The company sells access to quantum computers of various qubit capacities. IonQ provides access to its quantum computers through cloud platforms such as Amazon Web Services, Amazon Bracket, Microsoft Azure Quantum, and Google's Cloud Marketplace, as well as through its own cloud service. IonQ also provides contracts associated with the design, development, and construction of specialized quantum computing hardware systems. They provide maintenance and support services and consulting services related to co-developing algorithms on quantum computing systems. Looking at a summary of results, IonQ has increased 258.51% year to date. I did not generate cash flow from IonQ this week. This week, I generated cash flow from selling 8 different option contracts, 5 calls, and 3 puts that range from $5.34 to $44.34. So it was on Monday, I sold a put for $44.34. On Tuesday, I sold a put for $27.34. And on Friday, I sold 5 calls for $5.34 each. And I sold a put for $25.34. I also received 28 cents in interest. That is a total of $124. And yes, that is not a lot of money, but the account is small. $124 in cash flow was 2.29% of my account value. With this system, the cash flow money is free and clear. You can take it out of your account and spend it, or leave it in to build your cash balance and or invest it. If you want to increase the amount of cash flow, just use a larger account. For example, in my medium-sized account, my goal is to generate at least $500 per week in cash flow. That's $2,000 per month. And this week, I generated $647.38 in cash flow by selling 7 options that range from $38.34 to $135.34. So in the 2 accounts, I generated a total of $771.38. This strategy is guaranteed to produce cash flow immediately and every week that it is applied. However, it does not guarantee the amount of cash flow from week to week, nor the value of your account. The amount varies and the account value varies. Despite the variations in amount and value, the goal is to generate cash flow and beat the S&P 500. Bitcoin watch. Bitcoin decreased minus 4.33% this past week, but it is up just over 132% year to date. Some people believe that Bitcoin is the most transformative financial asset in 1,000 years. I think the best course of action is to dollar cost average, that is DCA, into the SP 500 and DCA into Bitcoin at a 30 to 70% ratio for the next 10 years and or up to when you have invested at least $10,000. In fact, I have implemented a similar strategy where I have a portfolio that is about 60% in a Bitcoin ETF, and after 27 weeks, it is up 27.62%. The S&P 500 ETF SPY is up 8.91%, and the cash flow system is up 17.71% in those 27 weeks. What do you think? What is your strategy? Do you know how to produce cash flow every week and beat the S&P 500? Do you invest in Bitcoin, which may prove to be the smartest investment of the decade? As you develop, analyze, and implement your strategy, please check back to see how my small account and my Bitcoin dominant account performs against the S&P 500 from week to week by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you.